DJ Futures review. Here's a 4-hour chart. Let's get right down to business. As you can see, I've been talking about this bull flag for a while now. This has been valid since about end of June, so you're talking about over a month and a half almost at this point. I've adjusted it. As always, flags are obviously morphing in real time. You're not really sure which one is most accurate, but you use it to determine levels, breakout spots, as well as just making sure your price action aligns with what you're looking at. So long story short, for example, right here, just even looking at this, one could potentially even evaluate this flag a little higher and assume that we lost it here and then came back above it. But for now, I'm going to stick with what I have right now and then look into that a little later. Most importantly, I mentioned in my last video that we bounced off this middle line of the channel multiple times. Our last little flush below was yesterday in the morning, and from there we went up 100 points, broke through the bull flag, and now as we get into a 45-minute chart, we back tested it earlier this morning around 10:30, and then we bounced for another 25 plus points above. So let's break down what was going on. So yesterday we left off above this level. It was a reclaim level. One can clearly see multiple attempts to get to this resistance of it until we finally did. We rejected. We tried pushing through again, rejected, and made a clear low. Came back to below it again, sold again until we came back up to it yesterday morning, and then the rest of the day we consolidated above, which is pretty bullish. We just sat there and held on to it overnight until this morning, where we made an effort from this level to the one right above and started a reclaim of this level. If you go to a 15-minute chart, it's very simple to see. We pushed into this level, sold a little bit, and started back up, came up to the top of this zone, kind of consolidated sideways bull flagging before popping around 8:30, retesting one more time at 9:30, and then taking off today for a nice 30 plus points long. We got up to this level, which was also clear resistance, and we had some interesting acceptance here. We pushed through above this zone, came back down, accepted it, came back up to it, consolidated pretty much all day today until around 2 o'clock. We broke out of this mini bull flag and went from the bottom of the support around 44.86 all the way up to 45.06, so maybe 20 points just in the last hour or two of the charting. So point of me telling this, not only educating us on reclaims and resistances, but also understanding that even on slow days, you can still find setups. I do want to show you something really quick that I'm working on. I noticed today that right away here at around 10:30, we bounced at this level, right around here, and then we started pushing up, but then we sold back down. I noticed that, and then the next thing I noticed was that we hit that line from above as well. Give me 1 second here. Excuse me. We hit that line from below once, and then we kind of just sat there for a while. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking something about a reclaim now. Here's a 1 minute chart. Let me go back to a 5 actually. This is something I'm working on because I'm noticing something specific about reclaim setups where if they're not available, sometimes they can be available. You just have to be mindful of what you're looking for. So in reality, this was a pop from 44.81 up to 44.86, so just 5 points. I really don't qualify that as a low generally, but we hit it, popped, sold through, tried pushing above, sold down, and then we sat there. So my mind, if we could get above this, that could be a potential reclaim mini failed breakdown setup here, and that's actually what ended up working out. And then thereafter, we actually came back to retest that level almost exact and bounce for the rest of the day. So something interesting I'm seeing on level reclaims when we don't have any structure to work with. That's DJ for now. I'm going to get back to the charting as soon as possible. Quick look at 15-minute chart will tell us we're at the high, literally high of the day, almost high of a longer time frames as well. So what that means is we need structure. We have structure here below, about 20, 25 points below, some lows. If we can lose these lows and recapture them, fail breakdown, that'd be great. If not, maybe we can get a dip in recovery of these levels, or even ideally some structure, some sideways flagging into tomorrow morning, maybe even as low as down here to set up the next long.